welcome to the first episode of Ainavdesign in English and me, Yvonne. I have released 9 episodes in Swedish before, so this will be my first try out in English. I live in Norrköping. It's a town in the middle of Sweden, located at Bråviken, a bay of the Baltic Sea. And it's a quite big town. And the surroundings here is so very lovely, and I have lived in Stockholm for several years, but decided quite long ago now to move back to Norrköping, and I have never regretted that. It is very nice to put your shoes on one place in life, so I'm very happy to be back. And I have my family here. I have a daughter and my son-in-law and my grandchildren. They are living out in the countryside, but it's just about 10-15 minutes drive with the car. So it's lovely to have all the family around me. I also have a dog. I have a dog, Bouvier de Flandre, and her name is Judith. I have had Bouviers since 1986. The breed is very well known to me, and I can't think about having any other breed at the moment. I normally have not one Bouvier. I normally have 2 or 3, but for the moment it is good to just have one. It makes life a little bit easier. So, because they are quite big dogs. My old male, he died a couple of years ago. His weight was about 65 kilo, and Judith here is about 45. So they are not small dogs, and you need to be out. I'm out very much, and you have also to do training to make them feel happy. But they are wonderful dogs. It is quite a small breed in Sweden, both unfortunately and good, because they have quite a good health, so that's really good. But we are together 24/7, so she is a really companion for me during the days and during the nights. Okay, I'm not here to just talk about personal things. I would like to talk a little bit about the yarn and the knitting and what I do and what I like and so on. My profession is I am a tailor, a ladies tailor, and I am also an educated designer. So that is what I have done through life. And I have also studied textile science at the University of Uppsala. It contains a lot of old techniques and a lot of other stuff, and of course fashion history. So that is the ground for me. And I also had, in the 80s, I had a yarn shop. And we had a lot of fun. You know, there were we sold French mohair and a lot of other yarns. So it is so good to come back to, let's say, where you come from. But if we start with what I'm wearing, this is. I will also say you find me on Ravelry, Facebook, and Instagram. As Ainavdesign. I'm going to write it down. And on Ravelry you find a lot of my patterns. All my patterns are free to download, and not all, but most of them are also translated to English. so you have the possibility. And what I'm wearing is Mrs. Winter's sweater. It is knitted in double strand Bella color by Permin. It has a braid around the turtleneck, and you have 3 braids continue down at the front of the, I will try to stand up like this, at the front of the sweater. I haven't done the sleeve here so wide and not so long. Normally I prefer very long sleeves, but in this case I haven't done that. This is a pattern to come on Ravelry, not ready yet. But this is a series of items that I have done. So you also have, we'll see here, Mrs. Winter's neck collar. I will put picture up because this one you need to see how it fit, because it is knitted with the braids in the turtleneck and the braids in front, and you also have the raglan here, so it means that it fits very well down. And when you put on the coat, the neck collar will stay in place. And for me that is very important, that you don't have, you know, a lot of materials so you don't feel so comfortable when you put on your coat. So this one is also done in double strand Bella color by Permin. And you know, I put the things now down on the floor. I'm in my kitchen at the moment, and I put the things down on the floor. Judith is up in bed on the other etage, so she will not come down. And she's a good lady. She is 7.5 years old, so she will she won't try to take them away. Then I have done this one. It's also a double strand Bella color, but just it is brown and gray. Those neck colors, I did them last year, and I can tell you that this is one of my most worn item last year. And this you will find for free, both in Swedish and English, on Ravelry. And let's see, I also did, for this series, I did beanies. This has a little braid just there down at the bottom, and then just a rib, so you will have a little stretch. These are not so long, so but it is no problem to make them longer if you want to. So that one is with the braids down and the ribbing. Then I made one for the brown gray that I just made with a rib and stockinette stitch and decreases. I will put picture in for this. Those beanies are also how I try to speak Swedish here, are also on Ravelry, free download. And there will be one more item, and that is a pattern to come. This is Mrs. Winter's mittens. They are made with a braid and then just a plain mitten. Really warm, really soft, really cozy. So both the sweater and the mittens will come during this autumn as a pattern in Swedish and English. And about Mrs. Winter's neck color, I just did a test. This is 3 strands held together. This is Järbo Cookie, that is 100% acrylic, and 1 thread Stärk from House of Yarn, and 1 strand Angel from by Permin. And here you can see the raglan and the braids. And why I made this was because I know that some people can't wear mohair or anything that is not soft enough. So I wanted to test to see if it was okay to, the feeling should be okay doing it in some other yarns, and I think this is really, really soft. And don't hesitate about the acrylic, because when you put the other yarns together, it just, you can feel the acrylic feeling. So, and then I made something more. I have done something that is called Stella Neck. It is a design from Sandnes in Norway. And I didn't do it with a regular yarn, the yarn that was recommended. I did it with Kamarås Snefnugg. And I have also, I will put in a picture on this one too. Let's see, maybe I can put it on. I will see if you can. Yes, so there, got it. But I will make it like this. So in the pattern, the color is much, it will be 20 centimeter. I am not, in my patterns in English, I always write the inches, but I don't have the inches in my head, so I will tell you in centimeter. So from the back here in the pattern, the color would be 20 centimeter, but I didn't, because then it falls like this, and I didn't want it to do that. So I made the color, I think maybe it's 10 centimeter in the back. But I love this, how it looks and how it turns out, and it was very easy to knit. And in that magazine they also have a sweater who is done with the same kind of pattern. And this was also a very new experience for me, how to knit brioche. It's a way that I never had done before, but it made it much more easier. So this was really a lovely knitting, and the yarn Kamarås Snefnugg is really beautiful, and it's so soft. So it's really nice to work with and really also nice to wear. On the table, on the floor, sorry, on the floor again. I like those, I like the turtleneck or the polo, whatever I don't know. I think it's called turtleneck in English. In Sweden we say polo krage. I think this is maybe this is turtleneck in Swedish also, and when you turn it over, when you do it long and turn it over, then it's a polokrage in Swedish. My next thing I'm going to show you is also mittens, and this is quite not quite, it's a brand new pattern, and it's called The Mittens of Possibility, and it's on Ravelry, Swedish, English, free for downloading. This is a basic pattern. It is, I decided to do, I wanted it to be a basic pattern that you can, with your own imagination, do something. If you would like to do it with one color, or with one color and the top and the thumb in different colors, like me, stripe it, or if you would like to do a braid on the upper side of the mittens. But I think it's nice to have a basic pattern and to work with, so you just can let your imagination flow. This is, they are knitted in older, I'll show you this, it is Dale garn, Dale yarn, and it is sold under the roof of House of Yarn in Norway. I think you can see it there. And it's 100% wool, and it contains 50 gram is 95 meter. So, and it's compared to be, you can use, if you would like to use that loopy, they are quite alike, but I think I have knitted a lot in Loopy, and I think that Loopy is a little bit rougher than this one. So I have knitted this with older and one strand of Angel by Permin. So they are also really soft. And I have started here my Christmas mitten. It's the same pattern, of course. So this is also older and one strand Angel. And the thing with those mittens are also that they are quite long, because I don't like to have a gap between the sleeve and the mitten. You use the mitten so you will not freeze, so I think it's nice to have them a little bit longer, but that is very personal, and with this pattern you can do them even longer, or you can shorten them if you want to. So I will put picture in for this also, because I had a girl, Ida och Garnet on Instagram. She had test knitted this pattern for me, and she made a lovely version where she made half the mitten in one color and half the other half in another color, and that was really beautiful. I loved it. So yes, those mittens are really mittens of possibilities. So on Ravelry, if you would like to try to knit them, you are so welcome. Last year, and they are really good for this year too, I think I made 8 or 9 pairs of those, but I has given them away as gifts. This is, let's see now, Am I on the right way? Yes, yes. This is Hedda's half mittens. Find them on Instagram too, on Ravelry too. They are knitted in one strand of Selma by Permin and one strand Angel. You will hear me often talk about Angel because I really love that silk mohair. It's one of my absolutely favorites. So I use that as often as I can find a color that match with, if I will head it together with some other yarn, so I have a match, but otherwise Isager or Knitting for Olive is also really good. I haven't tried Filcolana's Tilia, but I'm going to do that. I thought because of this, I'm going to make yellow mittens of possibility. So I thought that the Filcolana Tilia had the right color to held together with this, but it didn't, so I bought Knitting for Olive instead, and that is also a very nice silk mohair. But Angel and Selma by Permin, this is of course another color, but that is the yarn, and this is a sock yarn. You have let's see, 50 gram is 210 meters, and it is 25% superwash merino, 25% polyamide. So, and I will show you, I have knitted socks in this one too. But that is the yarn that I have used for Hedda's half mittens, and they are also, you see here, they go coming down a little bit on the underarm, so. And let's see, I will show you, I think. Here I just have one. Here you have another combination. And this is knitted also with a thumb gusset for the fit, and just a rib, both 2 rib. On the upper part and on the thumb too. Just I have heard from the people who has got them as a gift that they have used them very much, and on the knitting cafe that I'm no, that is not a word. That I go to. I couldn't get up with. I couldn't pronounce the word. That they got the mitten from the pattern from me, and many of the girls there knitted these Hedda's half mittens, and I have had positive feedback. So I'm very happy. But and they are very, what do you say, very smooth. On your hand when you move or will take something or so. So I can recommend them. And sometimes when it's really cold, I use them over my gloves. So that is also one alternative. And if you would like half mittens, a little bit rougher, I have another half mitten, and this is Tove half mittens. And they are knitted in Sannes fritidsgarn. and they are felted, and they are felted in the machine, and they are much thicker than Hedda's half mitten, but they are really, really warm. So depends what you should do, how you would like to use your hands at the moment when you wear them. But they are easy to knit, easy to felt, and I will show you another example also. When I'm out with my dog, with Judith, I during the really cold time, during winter time, I use mittens that factory made mittens. That is how you can use them if you have minus 30 degrees Celsius and you are still warm on your hands. But when it's a little bit warmer, I have used this over gloves also, and always, because I really like to be warm on my hands. Because when you are working with silk and you're working with thin yarn or silk, linen, thin material, as a tailor, you really need to have smooth hands, so you don't make something wrong with the materials. So that is very important for me to keep my hands clean and to keep them warm. But you find those on Ravelry too, as 2S half mittens. In this episode, I would like just to I would just like to show you a little mix of what I'm doing. I try to, when I have done the Swedish episodes, I have tried to sometimes talk more about some subject. Could be sweaters, could be socks, cardigans or so. But today I just would like to present myself and show you a little bit of what I have done. And as I said, you can go in on Instagram, because there you can see a lot of things that I have been doing during the years. But sometimes it is nice to, oh, something is going down here. It's nice to talk a little bit about what you're doing and thoughts around the items. And we'll see. I have done Christmas socks for a couple of years now, 2021, 2022, and I also have already made or I finished knit the Christmas socks for 2023, but that pattern will be released somewhere, I hope, during the end of October. I hope so, end of October, maybe just exactly the beginning of November. And then I do another example, and I do that one with a little twist. So there will be one basic pattern, or the real Christmas pattern, and then I had a thought of something that I could see it in front of me, so I wanted to test to see, and it has so far come out very, very, I'm very pleased with what I see. So I hope when it's ready that you will find that it just as nice as I think it is. But if you would like to start to knit Christmas socks already now, I will show you. This is my Christmas mittens for 2022. They are knitted in Samnes Sissu, and they have a heel flap, but I have made it with two colors, and just a normal gusset, and I have done I have graphed the toe with Kitchener stitch. So this is also a very easy sock to knit. I was when I started up this the Christmas sock last year with a very, very, very different thought, and I started to knit it, but as I have done the leg, I just throwed it away because it was not at all. I didn't feel anything when I saw it. So I did this, and then I thought maybe this is not what people in general think is a Christmas sock, just a Christmas color. But this is also, of course, a free pattern, but I could see how many people who has downloaded it and how many really, really nice mail I got. So this was quite good. Sometimes you think, okay, I make this, I like this, I really like this. And it's really plain, graphic, and think maybe no one else but me. And sometimes you are mistaken because many people can like a thing that you don't think they should like, and that seems a little odd to do something and release it and think that people might not like it, but it's just like that. Not everyone like what I like, so always be humble, and I am humble and very grateful for all the nice comments about this one. And I made also one in red. And then you have, if you would like to do with, you know, the real the real Christmas, with something with real Christmas feeling, they are made in oh wow, are they made in Järbos mellanragg? Wow, here I'm going to be a little bit ashamed, because I really don't remember what I made them in, but I think they are made in mellanraggi. Anyway, they are knitted on needles number 3, needle 3mm, and with a reinforced heel. Also a pattern who had a very good welcome from people, and I have also got a lot of nice comments over this one, and you found this on Ravelry too. So you can start now, or you can wait to see, if you're interested, what is coming up for 2023, or maybe knit one pair of each. This, let's see now, this is my candy socks. This pattern is going to be released next week. It has, oh, can you see? It has a braid, from the calf down through the heel flap. And that is the only decoration. Then it's just a plain with twisted rib, short twisted rib, a gusset, and I have made just one round. I purled one round on the upper side of the sock, just to make a little marker for the toe, and then graft it together with Kitchener stitch. And this one is also knitted in Selma by Permin. I like Selma by Permin. It is easy to knit, and it is both for socks and for the half mittens. So wow. Oh, here we go. Used it a lot, and I have also used a lot of yarn from the Swedish company Moods of Colors, both her True Corriedale, which is not superwashed, and her soft socks, and they are hand dyed, very beautiful. And as a matter of fact, I haven't bought from so many other dyers. I have always been very pleased with Moods of Colors, and when I have needed something for a special project, she has always had the yarn. So a winning concept, if I may say so. And I think I would like to show you. Today I'm not just going to show you one sweater in making, and that is this orange. There you have it. It is knitted in double strand Angel by Permin, and this pattern is named Flower Power. And I made it with a little blue stripe up on the shoulder. So this is an upcoming pattern too. You know, I have a lot of things on the go, but couple of weeks ago I got a problem with my neck, a real problem with my neck. So I had during a couple of days I had to put everything down, couldn't knit, and that, my friends, is really unusual here in my home. I knit about let's say 6 to 10-12 hours a day. So sitting with my hands in my lap was quite not so nice. So when I tried, I was thinking maybe I can knit socks or mittens or something like that, and that showed that I could make that happen. So that is why I have, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 sweaters on the go. But I don't care about it. When it's time to make them ready, it is time to make them ready. And I like to feel joy when I'm knitting. I like really to feel from my heart that when I take something in my hands, it is because I can do it, because I love to do it, and not to rush something just because you need to get it ready. That's why I never knit on order or something. I just knit because I can, and because I love to do that. And I need to do it for my imagination and for my soul. Don't feel good if I need to take out the creativity somewhere, and at the moment, and for a lot of years back now, it has been the knitting. In my studio in the basement, I have made a lot of dresses for brides, and you name it. But at the moment, I hardly change zipper in things. That's really, really awful to say. I sometimes when I need to mend something, I put it aside just so I don't have to see. But I know also that will also come back, the feeling for that. And I want you to know that in the Swedish episodes, and I'm going to do that in those English episodes too, because I have a lot of English books. I always have the last part of my episode, I show books and I recommend books. And it could be, most of the books are related to fashion, knitting, making patterns or something, but also other kind of literature. But I put them at the end of the episode, so if you are not interested in that, you can just click on the button, and then so you have just taken part in the yarn and the knitting business. This, my friends, is what I had. I could have shown you a lot of more stuff, but I think that will be enough for today, because this is the first time I have spoken English for 42 minutes, and I will say, of course, I speak English more often, but not. I have a friend or a woman in Boston who is reading all my English patterns, so they will be as good as it gets, so good, just as good as they can be. And we have, of course, long chats on the phone, but to sit here, talk in a different language, without no other thing to talk about, and no text in front of you, just talk. It is lovely, but it is also, I need to see if I think I made the good job enough, the job good enough. So I hope that this will be the first episode, and a lot more to come. And I hope that you will excuse me for the wrong tempus sometimes in the language, and sometimes the wrong word, but I do the best I can. And I think it's lovely to hopefully have also people from abroad who can understand what I say and take part of what I would like to share. Now it is dark outside here, and it is very, very windy today, and the autumn has really come. And I got a picture on Instagram today from one of my friends, really up in Jokkmokk, the north part of Sweden, and he has shown me, I had a couple of pictures. One is where the ice is on the lake, and today I got what is it called? Let's say Christmas tree, but a Christmas tree out in the forest with a lot of snow. So Sweden is a long country, and it looks a little different up in the north from down here in the middle of Sweden. We have had, I think, 1 to -Celsius degrees, but today and yesterday it has been quite warm, so it's a little bit up and down, and sometimes it's hard to know what to wear. I have been out working in my garden today, and then I had I have jeans and just a t-shirt and an overall over that one, and I was quite warm when I came in. But when I went out to the forest with Judith, it was not quite that warm. So when you move around and work, it's one thing, and when you go out and take a walk, it's another thing. But anyway, it's a lovely, I love the autumn, I love the colors, I love the fact that you can go inside, lit up your candles, and I have a passion for chocolate with whipped cream. I have a passion for whipped cream to everything. But I think that is a nice thing. When you have been out and you can go inside, you make your chocolate or cocoa with the whipped cream, and just feel the autumn, and feel your body with warmth and all this stuff. I think it's lovely. Well, now I will say goodbye for this time, and I hope that you have a lot of nice knitting time, and that you can enjoy life wherever you are. So bye bye, and I hope to see you again. Goodbye.